All right, welcome everybody. Happy to be here with all of you on our free Sunday call that we have almost every Sunday. We're going to get back in the groove soon with that. So we've got a big event coming up, and in 1987 there was a harmonic convergence. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with that, and there was this enormous energetic surge of energy, love, light, opening to channeling that came onto the planet. And people all over the world just started to spontaneous channel right around that time. I started a little bit after that, 1989, but I was in a preparatory space of receiving a type of work, energetic work, that was really moving the Kundalini in my body and opening me up to channeling. And I didn't know what channeling was. I had no idea. And even when it happened, that wasn't even the word I think that we were using for it. But we began to. And Raphael came in. And it has shifted, changed, and evolved so much over the last 33, 34 years, or whatever it is. But this line gate that's coming up on 8/8 feels to me, and from the energy and the messages that I receive, as big of an influx of energy as back then, and amplified even more so. Meaning more and more of us around the globe are going to be attuning to this very powerful energy, and lots of really wonderful beings that reside in different dimensions other than our own that are here to support us through this shift that we're all feeling and experiencing across the globe. So the Lion Gate is going to be at the same time it is every year on August 8, which is 8/8. This year it'll be 8/8/23. And we're going to gather in community, and I'm going to channel. We're going to be working with the Sirian Elders during this activation. It'll be very powerful. I've been connecting a lot with them lately, with the white lion. Sometimes I feel like I look a little bit like a white lion. I don't know if you could see the resemblance. I went through quite a transformative space on my own, where I let go of a lot of old junk, and I embraced my roaring lion fierce self. And I really connect with the lions. I feel a strong kinship to them. And so we're going to be connecting with the white lions. I'm out of town right now. I'm in Maine. I love Maine. If you haven't ever been to Maine, you got to go to Maine. I mean, it's one of my favorite places in the whole world. But when I get home, I'm going to visit some white lions. They're in a zoo, which I would normally visit, but they're about 2 hours from my home. People can join me if they're local. I'll send out an email and just connect with their energy before the Lion Gate. So the Lion Gate, I believe, is at 10 a.m. on 8/8. I think it's like a Tuesday. I think it's a Tuesday in the morning, New York time. It is a lot of work for me to prepare for it. So I am asking for a donation if it feels comfortable. It's a $21 donation. If you're like, you know what, I really don't want to spend $21 on that, or I don't have it, but I feel a need to be there, then just donate what you can, whatever feels right in your heart. Nobody is excluded. If you can't even donate $1, just send me an email and I'll just make sure you get the link. I want it to be open to everyone, but if you're in abundance and that's no big deal, I'd appreciate the donation. Or if you're in a lot of abundance, you can donate more. Just follow your heart. But please come and please invite people. Because the more of us that are together holding this space and going through this portal, this gateway together, the more powerful it is. You can register for it in the email that probably went out with this link. And so please do so I can prepare and get a sense of how many people we have. I assume we'll be able to host it on Zoom, but I just want to make sure. And so in the next few weeks, as we lead up to that, which isn't really, I think it's about 2 weeks, energetically, the last code that we did, the Freedom Code, we really worked with this very powerful, big galactic energy. And it's continuing to come in for me. I'm really feeling it. And the next light code that we're going to work with is light language. And I don't write, I don't write or draw or know light language. It doesn't come through me naturally. I assume that it will start to as we move into this next code. This code, again, is kind of big. It's expansive. It's for those who are feeling fairly advanced on their spiritual journey. It's going to be abstract, geometric, galactic, powerful. It will most likely open you up to channeling yourself in a way of teaching you how to channel. It lasts 2 weeks, and I've pushed it. We're not going to start it till August 14th. It'll run 2 weeks in the morning. If you want to join us, please look for the email. Every light code is different. Some are very grounded, some are very practical, working with deep emotions and things like that. This is not a practical code. It is in a very expansive, get into the magic, open up to possibility, wild stuff. So if you're in the mood for that, and that might be the right code for you. Okay, so today, I thought yesterday I said to my husband, let's just read cards. Let's just get out the Master Ascension Light Code cards and play with them. But because there's, over 200 people on this call, then a lot of people are just sitting while I'm reading other people's calls. So remember, you can jump on those calls on Tuesday nights. And maybe today at the end, we can pick one person for fun and connect with the cards, because they're so wonderful. But why don't we tune in, and we're going to work with Saint Germain. I know you guys all know Saint Germain. You're familiar with the energy, but it's very powerful. And as we've been working with these codes, we've been receiving all these beautiful gifts. And Raphael keeps saying to me, yeah, they're amazing, but are you using them, right? Are you using the codes? Are you receiving the gifts that come in and working with them regularly? And I don't know how many of you on this call were in the summer solstice activation, but we did receive those pyramids on our hands. Mine are getting stronger and stronger, on our heart, on our third eye, on our forehead. Please continue to connect and to work with that at night. And remember that you can go to all these magical places at night, that you have to intend and ask. So we're going to go in and work with Saint Germain today on an energetic level, invoke the violet flame, have it come up, move through us to transmute old energies, right? We always have stuff worth moving through. And then just open up space to attune to what we want to create. What we really want to bring in, because sometimes we get so busy in our human experience that we forget, it's like, where do we want to be in a year from now? And life unfolds and we go with the flow, and we can't force things, right? There's that beautiful fine line between creating, visualizing, attuning, moving forward, and bringing into experience what you want, and then surrendering, allowing, letting go, for the universe to provide, and to not get attached to a specific way of movement or an outcome, but to trust in the flow. What you can't just be like, oh, whatever happens, let's just hang out, surrender. And you can't just be like forcing and making it happen. It's a beautiful mix of the divine feminine and the masculine together that brings us into the creation process, and at the same time, this beautiful allowing. It's this nice dance, right? And that's what the violet flame is. It's the dance of the red and the blue flame that, when it merges together, creates the violet. And it's this beautiful balance. It's this harmonizing of energy. So let's move in and transmute as much as we can using the flame, and then open up spaciousness to be able to really see and bring forward what we want to create. So take a moment right now before we go into our transmission and process, and just kind of tap in and take a couple deep breaths and see on every level in your human 3D body and experience, if we went forward to maybe like a year from now, next July, wherever you are in the world, what are you feeling like in your body? Who's with you? What are you doing? What are you creating? What have you accomplished? What has come to be? All of those things. Let's just start to get a little bit of clarity, because sometimes our whole day and weeks and months go by and we forget. Is this really what I want to be doing? Is this bringing me joy? Am I in alignment with my purpose? Am I taking the action steps necessary to create what I desire? Have I gotten caught in the matrix of limiting beliefs, old thought patterns, or if I'm breaking free of them? We just finished the Freedom Light Code, and one of the sentences, I keep loving the sentence. It was something like, what upsets you and triggers you the most are the portals to your happiness. Meaning a willingness to sit in the uncomfortableness of the feelings and emotions as they arise, and seeing them as portals into your own divinity, into the I am that I am presence, and a willingness to in being with that emotion, to trace it to its origin, and to see whatever story you told yourself about it in that moment, what you said it meant, that it really, in the light of your I am, isn't really true, because you see your own divinity. And in that, as we keep clearing that through all the light codes that we work together on, we open up this space within the template, and within that we have more energy, more light to come in, to bring forward and to create into our experience, and to thrive and to blossom in every way, in the most abundant way, in alignment with our true purpose. So let's tune in today and do that now. And if you got on the call late, I want to remind you that the Lion Gate Stargate portal activation is coming up, and it's going to be wonderful. A beautiful, energetic upgrade, very powerful. And I really encourage you to register, and it's open to everyone. No one is excluded. And I hope to see you there. All right, so I'm going to turn off the mic. If you're new to my work, when I tone, sometimes it messes with the computer. I'm sorry that we're facing the kitchen. It's a little messy, but the way the light works where I am, that's what we're doing. And I'll be right back. One thing, I think we should just pick one card before we start. And I want to. The Master Ascension light codes are going to be coming out September, late September, early October. We'll see, but soon, I promise. People are emailing me like, when are they coming? I'm like, they're coming soon, and you'll have them for the holidays. Okay, so we got the Starseed card, which is perfect. The Starseed Origin card says, know that you are not alone. And that's kind of interesting, right? Because sometimes we can feel isolated and alone, especially if we're star seeds, star beings, light workers. Not everybody kind of gets this crazy stuff that we're doing. I mean, I don't even tell people what I do. Even the people I've been with all week, I don't talk about all this, because it's like a lot of people just can't, right? You're like, really? What? Galactic light beings from other planets are putting pyramids on your hands and healing you at night? Yeah, okay, good to go on that one. So, but that's why we have this community, right? Because we all get it, and we're here and we're doing this together. And so this is just a reminder that you're not alone. And that you're not alone because we're in this beautiful community together, but you're also not alone because there are so many beings and so many dimensions connected with all of us that we can call upon, but we have to remember to do it. So take a look at this. This beautiful star being is in the light body Merkaba, coming down. There's a lot going on here. I don't even remember, but it's beautiful. If you're not familiar with this work, the art is designed by Debashri. She partners with me in this deck, and she is a sweetie pie beyond. Okay, ready? I'm going to start to tone. Let's go. Mm. Hello. 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 It is that we are very delighted to be here and to gather with all of you. And as it is that we come in a formation in which we speak of we in the collective, we are forming an energetic ring of sorts around the earth. And this ring is creating a shift in which you are attuning to as you are calibrating with our frequencies, and we are merging more and more in the deep remembering of who it is that you are. It is that a simple activation that is something in which you have experienced and felt before, and yet can be very profound in realigning with the identity of who it is that you are in your true self, looking in the golden reflective mirror of your own light being, is here to support you in this way. We are wanting you to remember and attune to the gifts received during the summer solstice, connecting now with your hands, taking in a nice deep breath. Breathing in and letting go. Coming into the here and now. Being right here in this moment, listening to the sound of my voice, dropping into the presence of the here and now, the expansive energy and vibration, the activation in which you are about to receive. Allowing all of your worries, thoughts, projects, whatever it may be, to just slip away for a moment. For your worries, your suffering, or your pain can always return if you are wanting it to. You do not need to allow it to return, for you can slip into the presence of awareness in this moment for the rest of your experience. Or you can slip back and forth, but we are encouraging you to have at least a glimpse into the spaciousness of bliss, into the expansive energy of awareness itself, where laughter and playfulness, innocent perception, and lightness is there and available for all of you. Letting go of your control, letting go of your need for something to be a certain way, or to judge it or see that it should be other than it is. The recognition that wherever you are and whatever is unfolding, even labeled in this now moment as painful, is divine and perfect. Even if it is hard to see at times, it may be wrapped in a package that is not so beautiful, but with inside, there is a gift. And that gift may be seen or understood or revealed to you in this now moment or at another time, in the remembering that it was all orchestrated divinely perfectly for you and by you in this moment. Breathing into that as you are beginning to wake up, to remember the essence of your being, your origin, coming into your body, attuning to the star seed origin card, remembering your own origin, letting go of the pettiness and the mundane of each day, or fully embracing the beauty of it, but also encased in it, recognizing who you really are, where it is that you arrived from, your choice to be here now on the planet, knowing you chose to be here during this time of great transition, to be a beacon of light and to shine that light and to expand into a new state of consciousness and awareness as you are aware of your own evolution into the next stage. In doing so, taking a nice deep breath, begin to become aware of your hands for a moment, becoming aware of your left hand, tuning to it, closing your eyes as they are becoming heavier and heavier, and feeling the pyramid of light that is on your hand, placed there by the Sirian Elders, conscious and aware of its radiant light, noticing it as it is becoming stronger and more powerful as you continue to pay attention to it. Attuning now to the energy on your right hand and balancing it there as that light is turning on. Feeling the energy and vibration and power in your hands, reminding you of the capacity that you have to heal your own body anywhere, in the willingness to fully activate the healing energy in your hands. Not only are these pyramids capable of healing, but they can reveal energy and information as you place them places. Becoming aware of your own body right now, begin to take a moment to scan it and to tune into your body and to notice or feel if there is anywhere that is seeking your attention, that may be of a very subtle shift in energy or an annoyance or a pain, or perhaps it's very loud or has been loud for a while, seeking your attention. Aware of this space, taking your hand and placing it wherever that energy is asking to go. In doing so, as you feel the pyramid on your hand, the tip of it begins to move into the body. As it moves into the body, it begins to create light, as if a flashlight is being turned on very, very brightly, like a floodlight going into the skin and tissue and muscle, or perhaps all the way into an organ, deep into the cell. As it is occurring, notice that it is lighting up the area that is seeking your attention, and you are able to see inside your own body the mechanism and the beauty, the fascination of all of it that is happening in there. And you get to notice if there are any areas that need support. And as it is lit up, you can see what is happening inside you in a specific place. And you may begin now to radiate light. This is a different quality of light than you are used to normally. It is made of plasma or liquid in a sense. It is a golden color, and it can move through your body and begin to create spontaneous and miraculous healing. As the light is flooding the area where you are focused now, begin to notice if you start to hear anything. Sometimes the body or the place where you are putting your attention has a request. And you may choose to honor that request or choose to ignore it. It's possible you've been ignoring certain requests of your body elemental for quite some time. Each of you have what's called a body elemental assigned to you to love you and take care of you from an energetic perspective. And yet, this elemental energy is not often appreciated, noticed, listened to, or understood. Sometimes it's screaming and asking for a certain vitamin or more water or movement or stillness or sleep or energy. And other times it is simply getting louder and louder, hoping through frenetic bouncing and disturbance that you might begin to listen and pay attention to it. This is a moment right now to pay attention. Sometimes it speaks in a different language, but if you tune in, you'll start to feel the essence of it. Asking it now, after you give it appreciation and gratitude for all that it does to keep the functionality of the human form and the operating system working. Ask it if it could receive more lubrication, more water, more oils, more calcium, more something, or less of something, less sugar or alcohol or chemicals, attuning to it and feeling and sensing its request. Taking a moment now to do that. Breathing in and letting go. As this is happening, we are coming to all of you, wherever you are. There are so many of you today in different places on the earth. And when we see you from our perspective, you're like little glowing lights that are lit up all over the globe, connecting in to the new grid and forming a new state of consciousness. We are so grateful to all of you and so happy that we can assist you in different ways. Lighting up and connecting to all of you, we are floating around you like bubbles or spheres of light, bouncing in your field. Begin to feel our energy. We love to play, and sometimes we can be a bit silly. So we want to remind you to lighten up and not take life too seriously. It is here for you to have adventures and to do what feels good, to connect to one another and to love your beautiful home, the earth, and all of its bounty and beauty. Feel our energy now and attune to us. We are with you. Can you sense us and our presence around you? Connecting in now, feel the light body Merkaba around you as a star tetrahedron coming down from above and one from below, interlocking in the heart and beginning to spin. We encourage you to spend time with your light body Merkaba, expanding and activating it to become stronger and stronger. This vehicle will assist you in the time ahead, for we do not operate in linear time, but from a holographic perspective, and yet we can perceive particular imprints that are very much formed, not finalized, but moving in a particular direction. And in this direction, there are many changes happening on your planet. And the more you are able to maintain a high vibratory frequency based in the vibration of love, with awareness of who you are, emanating humor and light, the easier these transitions will be, and the freer you will be to liberate yourself, to connect into the higher dimensions, and be least affected by these fundamental shifts and changes within the structure and form of your elements, and that of which has been formed by you in the human race as well. Doing so is important, and we are delighted to assist you in this way. Connecting now to this light energy, we'd like to transport you to meet and spend some time with Saint Germain, allowing yourself now to float, floating and letting go, floating and letting go. Begin to allow yourself to float with the wind. Perhaps you're floating up into the sky, connecting with a billowing, beautiful cloud that is wisping and moving by. As you connect with the cloud, its intention and journey is to move toward Northern California to Mount Shasta. Saint Germain is all around the globe, but his energy is amplified and strong here. He is already very present in Mount Shasta right now, working for the preparation of the beautiful Lion Gate. Connecting with his energy, allowing yourself to float as if you are hovering over the beautiful snow-capped mountains in Mount Shasta in Northern California, dropping down now, aware of the mountain as if you were looking down at the peak. In doing so, begin to feel the mountain air. Beneath it, the temperatures are very hot right now. There is some humidity and it is intense. There are some fires that haven't started but may begin to light, and we are inviting a cooling energy to come in now. With that, attuning to the mountain, you can begin to drop inside. As you are dropping inside, there's a lot of activity in the mountain today. They are very busy, for there has been a lot of changes in the temperatures, and this is affecting the crystalline sitting, but they are prepared and doing what is needed. They are happy to see you, and they are gaining also their own sense of humor, letting go of their own worries for a moment and flooding into this cavernous space to greet you. Dropping down now into the mountain, there is some cooling inside, as if you were in a cavernous cave-like setting. And yet as you open up into the fullness of the space, it is like nothing you have ever experienced in your 3D experience before. There are crystal domes of light all over that radiate different hertz frequencies that work with color, geometry, and sound. There are beings, many of them float by, very gentle and soft to the touch, luminous and light in color. They range in a rainbow of different colors, and they emanate love, as if love is just dripping off of them wherever they are. They come toward you with these open, glowing hearts. Their hearts are like on their sleeve. They have nothing to hide, for they are pure and innocent, and they show you all that they are. They carry lots of talents and qualities and are excited that you have come to visit. Tapping into their energy, they are inviting you into the dome where Saint Germain is waiting. This particular dome vibrates with a crystal formation in the violet color, like sparkling little crystals, almost like amethyst in a way, except a bit different. beginning to float yourself so gently through the beautiful crystal city with the flowers blooming and the butterflies floating about. It is so lovely there. There are fountains and rainbows and waterfalls, and it is just magnificent. Even the plants themselves have singing and celestial songs that you feel as if you are in the most magical and beautiful place you have ever been. Ahead, you see a large and beautiful, ornate golden door filled with jewels. It has a Maltese cross on the front, and it feels gilded and special, like royalty in a way. This particular dome and formation has shifted a bit. It's become a bit more extravagant in a sense, as it's had a bit of a remodeling and upgrade. You can see that the door is opening as you have walking gently up the flight of stairs to this grand entrance. As it opens, you enter into the temple filled with a purple hue of amethyst. This is the temple where Saint Germain is. You notice that he is in the temple, sitting somewhere off to the side in his beautiful regal purple robe with his Maltese cross made of golden thread and the crown upon his head filled with jewels and light. He stands so strong and regal, so assured and prepared and excited for your arrival. Moving into the center of the temple, he begins to show you as if he is leading you over to a special place. This is a special chair. He calls it the accelerator chair. It is quite detailed and made of gold and very beautiful. It does not invite any or anyone here at any time, but he is inviting you, and you are here. This chair is very powerful and strong, a place you can come and visit at any time with the intent, as long as you are holding a frequency based in love. He brings you close to the chair, and you notice that it is vibrating with something. He settles it down and gets it very quiet for you for a moment, and he passes as he looks to you, bowing quite gently, inviting you that it's okay to take a seat. It's a little bit high today, and you almost have to step up to sit in it. It looks like a chair that a king or queen would sit in as they would look and be at court. You sit inside the chair, and you sit there feeling its energy and vibration. Saint Germain moves standing in front of you. He can be with you all simultaneously, for you're all sitting in the chair. Sometimes this is hard to grasp from the linear perspective of your mind, but you are collectively doing this together and yet separate at the same time. In the chair now, allow yourself to settle in. Feel your tailbone dropping. Feel your whole body relaxing more and more, dropping down as your shoulders relax and your jaw, and everything just is at ease in this place, as if you know you are meant to be here right now, and you're delighted to be here, knowing deep within your being you're about to receive something extraordinary and powerful that is supporting you in your ascension process as you evolve into a higher state of remembering. Sitting here now, underneath the chair, there is a device. It is like a box. We don't need to describe it in detail, but it is something that is going to be turned on, oh, so very gently, perfectly in alignment with your frequency, and only turn up to the nodule in which you are able to receive quite comfortably. As this happens, everything in your body is going to begin to start to sing as if you are lighting up, and as if everything or anything that is tired, decayed, old, whether physical, emotional, or mental, will be transmuted through this process. This flame of the violet flame is one of the most powerful flames on the planet today. And in its beauty and mixture of the divine masculine and feminine, as it moves and swirls together and rises through your body, it has the capacity, if you are willing and allowing of it, to transmute any and all things of energy in which you are ready to fully now, in this given moment, let go of and release, no longer needing to carry, whether it be old beings or behaviors, old energies of shame or guilt or fear or anxiety or unworthiness, all of that that is not in alignment, that is not attuned to the higher energies and the spheres of light at the grid of the crystalline diamond light around the globe in which you are merging toward. Sitting in the chair now, breathing and paying attention, Saint Germain begins to put his hand upon the dial, slowly turning the dial up. You might begin to feel a tingling in your feet, an awareness of old energy as the violet flame rises up your feet, up your ankles. Just allow it to rise, noticing that it is transmuting as it rises up anything within the first layer of the physical. This first violet flame energy, as it swirls and turns, begins to clear any old physical dense energy that the body elemental now is so excited that it is being transmuted. You begin to feel the violet flame rise up your legs and up into your pelvis and through your hips and your organs, all around your kidneys, your stomach, your colon, your liver, your pancreas, your gallbladder, moving through all of that up into the heart and the lungs, the ligaments, the shoulders, the neck, rising up through the head, out the crown, as like a beautiful fountain of light is rising in a lotus flower, blooming through the crown. And the violet flame is clearing that very first layer of physical energy, releasing that now. Breathing in this beautiful light of transmutation, transmuting within the body as it recalibrates and reorganizes you at the deepest cellular level into the purest light form of who it is that you are. As this is happening, another dial, another turning up is happening by Saint Germain. And as he turns it a little bit more, it widens the flame into another layer. This layer is much wider, moving out and expanding more into the subtle parts of the physical and into the emotional body. The emotional body is where the heaviest of the denser energies are maintained through the physical human experience that eventually densify and morph into the physical form. Clearing any of these begins and is a preventative and wellness program for the physical body as well. As the violet flame begins to move and rise and transmute itself, spinning and moving up through, you begin to notice within your field, not needing to take inventory or understand, but the deep releasing, the sighing, the letting go. The letting go of depression, the letting go of anxiety, of worry, of the need to be right, of shame or guilt, of lack, of scarcity, the willingness to break free from the constraints of the beliefs of the past. Allowing the violet flame to rise through the whole body, up and out, as this cascading, beautiful blossoming is happening. Breathing in, feel the tingling moving through your whole body. Bringing awareness to your whole body simultaneously. Aware of the tingling light and the clearing of the emotional body. Conscious of beautiful Saint Germain and his willingness to be of service today, turning up the dial just a little bit more. And in doing so, you feel another layer further out, rising up, clearing and clearing away the mental body, the mental chatter, the need to look, to research, to think, to look over and over, to find something to grasp, some distraction that keeps one away from the presence of now. Clearing that further subtle body of the mental body, allowing the violet flame to keep rising, rising, rising through you. And now, one more dial. This one is going to feel like a buzzing. Just breathe through it and know that he will only turn it up to the calibration in which you are ready to receive, but he will take it a bit to the edge. You might feel a tiny speck of uncomfortability or a shaking. Know that this is just right, just perfect to calibrate you to the next level that you are ready to receive in your frequency level. As this turns up, just allowing yourself to be in it, immersed in the beauty, in the flowing, radiant violet flame light of transmutation. Attuning to the I am, that I am present. Aligning with your highest self. An entranceway, like a door within your own auric field, opens. Standing in front of the door, in front of you, is your I am, that I am presence. The highest aspect of who it is that you are in the etheric realm that is not in a body, but is who you are in the truest sense. And you have a doorway, a portal, a direct line to your I am, that I am presence. The I am, that I am presence is within your own heart, but the heart itself is open, amplifying it. And the perception through the visual mind is that it is standing in front of you, connecting and merging as one with the I am, that I am presence, recognizes the true divine blueprint of your human experience, in which it can be elevated to a frequency of magical synchronicity and bliss beyond that of anything you've ever known before. This is possible, and it is here for you. connecting with the I am that I am presence. See if you can step toward it as if you were stepping inside of it. It is larger than you. It is clearer than you. It is radiating so much radiant light. It is luminous and beautiful and wise. It knows all, and it loves you completely and unconditionally. As you step into the presence of your own I am that I am presence, you begin to widen your vision as if your vision just opened up and you can see now all around, as if the peripheral has been expanded and you can even see behind you. And you are encased now in a beautiful dome of light that is radiating with love. And all around you, above and below, to the left and the right, in front of you and behind you, is this beautiful pearlescent, shimmering energy that is forming a space of emptiness. And you're just there in the emptiness of this beautiful energy. And in it now is like a canvas that has been given to you, that is blank, but it's shimmering in this pearly way. And there's something about it that is very special and mystical and unique and palpable, as if just by your intent and your thought, it can begin to emerge and form something. And you get to form in it and create in it anything at all that you want to feel or to know or to share or to love or to have. Anything. It is up to you. And you start to remember that. And it is so liberating. And you say to yourself, I get to form in there anything at all, for there is no limitation in any way, and there is no judgment. Whatever it is that I want to bring into form, I can, for I just can. It is so freeing. It is so expansive, as if the walls that have been constrained around you, the limitations just aren't there. As if gravity in a way has been lifted and you are just in the emptiness of nothing. And yet with it, you may form with your thought, your intent, your feeling, the creation of your experience. And so you can decide right now, begin to project and to see, to bring forward whatever you are wanting. Where are you? What are you doing? Who is there with you? What is happening? What does it look like there? What is the temperature? What does it smell like? Where are the colors like? Is there a breeze? Is it sunny and clear? Is it cloudy and raining? What's happening? What does your body feel like? How do you look? How flexible and young are you? What are you able to do? How free do you feel? Are you twirling and dancing? Are you riding your bike without any hands through a golden meadow? Are there flowers blooming? Is there abundance everywhere? Perhaps you're writing or painting. Perhaps you're sailing or soaring like a bird. Anything at all is possible. For you are the artist, And this is your canvas. Where are you working? Or do you even call it work? Is it something you love so much that you get to do every day? And in exchange for that, you receive abundance? Do you get to be held or cuddled with someone you love? Or talk into the deep hours of the night with an old friend who gets you and knows you? Are there playful children running through the streets or the meadows? Feel and sense everything, whatever you are wanting, whatever is happening. Know that you are the creator of that. In that, remember that you and the I am that I am presence have divined everything perfectly as it is. And now you simply get to do it consciously. Taking in a nice deep breath, breathing in and letting go, realizing that you are a divine being of light. Begin to absorb now everything into your being that you have created, pulling it into your field, into your body, into your heart, until it is condensed into a little golden ball. And that is yours to hold. And you can take it anywhere you want. And you can just blow on it, and it opens up into a world. And that world is the world that you are experiencing, the world that you created, because you are a master creator. And so it is. With that, taking a nice deep breath, coming into the presence of this known moment, knowing that a great transmutation has occurred through the violet flame and Saint Germain, an expansive awakening of the creation process that you may continue to do until the little tiny pieces begin to form together into the mirrored reflection within the holographic field of your being. Breathing in and letting go. All right. Whenever you're ready, you can start to come back into the presence of the here and now. Reminding you that we are preparing for the Lion Gate on 8/8. It's important that you get registered for that. Right now, we're just working on expanding our energy as we move through the light codes. The next light code that we will be working with is light language, a very etheric, galactic, expansive code. You can register for it in the email. I hope you have a magnificent day. I'm going to show you my view that I happen to manifest. If you'd like to see it, I don't know if you can out this window. Maybe it will make you happy. Let me, I'm going to turn off my computer, my visual for a second to turn it around, okay? I'll be right there. Sending everyone lots of love. I'm gonna unmute you, but let's hold off in case anybody wants to see the view. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Might not work, but it might.
Thank you. It was
Welcome.
great.
Thanks, guys. Hold on.
Thank you. Love, love, love.
Love, love, love.
Love, love,
Thank you
love.
so much. Thank
Oh,
you.
that is beautiful.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. No, everybody's.
Thank you.
I don't see it anymore.
Thank you, Bean.
So
Thank you.
beautiful. All right.
Right.
Love you guys. Love
Thank
you.
you. Love you. Love you.
Love you too. God
Right.
bless. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much, Siri.
Saint Germain,
Angel
Angel
Thank you so
Raphael,
much,
thank
Chloe.
you.
That was
Have a great day.
absolutely incredible.
Oh,
Mind blowing. No words. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So beautiful.
I'll see my IM members in the morning at 9 a.m. New York time.
8 a.m. No.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. 8
Oh,
a.m.
yeah.
We're going to be doing card readings at 8 a.m. Good thing. Yes, 8 a.m. to 9. Working with the cards. Thank you for reminding me.
Welcome, welcome.
Class is at 9.
Okay. Is Casey feeling better?
Casey, yeah, he got sick, stomach thing, but he's fine now. He's
Good.
feeling better. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, bye. Mwah.
Okay. Who is that, Sandra? I can't see anybody on the screen. So. Whatever. All right. All right, everybody. I love you. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah.
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 Right.
All right.
Love,
Mwah,
love.
mwah.
Love, love.
Love, 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 love. So much
All
love.
right. Take care. Bye.